What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's get to it. Heavyweight division is getting interesting, y'all. Ain't no fights been done yet, but no big fights. Anthony AJ Joshua, former two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, was on social media recently, and one of his guys or one of his people he knows was asking him, hey, you gonna get that fight with Wilder? He said, yeah, it's done, and we're gonna do it in December. So he's saying that they're gonna throw down in September, possibly in Saudi Arabia. We all know Anthony Joshua is 25 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout. Deontay Wilder is 43 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 42 big wins coming by way of knockout. We saw Anthony Joshua last in the ring against Jermaine Franklin. He didn't look too great, didn't look too confident, didn't want to engage. He was working with his new trainer, and Derek James, the reigning trainer of the year for the past year. We all know Derek James. He trains Errol Spence, Frank Martin, and Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is undisputed 154-pound champion. Errol Spence is unified at the welterweight division. Frank Martin, he's a title contender, rising star title contender at the lightweight division. So that stable is deep, loaded, and packed and ready to go. Deontay Wilder, he added Malik Scott to his camp for the third Fury fight. And going forward, we last seen him in the excuse me, y'all. We last seen him in the ring against Robert, the Nordic Nightmare Hellenius, and we seen him get a first round knockout. In that fight, it was interesting. A lot of people were like, man, this is a different type of Wilder, mainly because he lost a lot of weight. He went back down to his normal, what you would call his normal fighting weight after putting on so much weight to fight Fury. He came into that fight at about 214, around that weight, and still got a knockout of a guy who outweighed him almost 35 plus pounds. It was Wilder, he's just blessed with that power. He just had it, man. He got him out of there. So with this fight, at one point in the sport of boxing, that being way back in 2015, the negotiations were on the table about 2015 to 2018, around there. They were kind of poking around with those dates. This was the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Now, I've said it before, and we all know that as the heavyweight division goes, so does the entire sport. That's the reason the entire sport is like popping right now, because the heavyweight division has some spark in it. At that point, Anthony Joshua was unified with the WBA, WBO, and IBF titles. No ring title. The IBO title does not matter. We're not worried about that. It's a second tier title, third, whatever you want to call it. At that point, Deontay Wilder was the WBC champion. He was the first American heavyweight champion in 10 plus years. And, he was holding it down. He was doing his thing to defend the title. And same thing with Anthony Joshua. They could never get the deal done. It was reported that Wilder was offered about $10 or $12 million to go overseas and fight, while Anthony Joshua was slated to make around $50 million at that time to fight Wilder. And it was turned down. And then that seen Deontay Wilder go in different directions. He went, and that's where the trilogy started with Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. He went in a different direction. That was seeing him a little later on. He made his USA debut as a heavyweight champion. He was originally supposed to fight Jarrell Miller, but he was suspended due to PEDs. Andy Ruiz stepped in, ended up stopping Anthony Joshua, and that led to where we are right now. Same thing on Wilder's side. He had a draw, then 2 losses. Anthony Joshua eventually got 2 wins and then lost twice. So, this is where we are right now. Now, this fight is still interesting. I want people to understand that this is even more interesting now that Anthony Joshua, he's working with a different trainer. But I know it was just his first fight fighting with Derrick James against Jermaine Franklin. He just didn't look too good, didn't look too confident, was unwilling to engage. He still lacked, you can tell he lacked a few things. I know this was, I know this was Deontay Wilder's second fight with Malik Scott. You could tell the difference in game plans between the third fight with Fury and the fight that he had with Robert Helenius. Wilder's confidence, it didn't waver, but it got to the point where he needed this type of fight and type of win, and he seems like he's ready to go. I still peg Anthony Joshua to lose via knockout to Deontay Wilder simply because Wilder, in these type of fights, he always asserts himself. He's more technical. He's learning certain things. He's doing certain things better. So he's learning to move better, move his feet, move his head better. But I'll tell you, I'll give you guys my full assessment at another time. If this fight gets made, it is also said that they're going to probably try to do a massive, massive fight card with Usyk and Fury as the main event, with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder as the co-main. I don't know, but I do know they said possibly December over in Saudi Arabia. Let's just hope that this gets done, because the heavyweight division needs to keep it rolling. Too many good fights, too much time being wasted, a lot of money out there, but they bickering for more. Let's kill all that. Let's make these big fights. That's all I got for you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe button, share button. I appreciate everything. Make sure you drop that comment for me, guys. I appreciate that. I like engaging with you guys. Y'all keep me on my toes, and I'm here to keep you on your toes. Peace out, guys. Till next time.
That's what's happening. You know what's going on. December, yeah? It's public news, bro. We're getting it down. We're throwing it down in December. You better get that W. God willing. Come on, bro. Yeah? Same to you, bro. Make sure you win this shit.